Here, founder of Power Your Research, an academic branding company where I help academics and educators increase their visibility, authority, and income without the expense of a publicist. Now, today we're talking about something really important. It's the four stages to building a successful and financially successful brand. And this is really important because I think a lot of people think that they're just going to come up with a big idea. They're going to get on the internet. They're going to use all the tools available to them to sell their thing and to grow their audience and to be amazing. But if you don't follow the steps in the appropriate order, it's going to take you a really, really, really long time to get traction, and you'll likely get frustrated before you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I don't want that to happen to you, particularly my academics who are coming from the educational system into entrepreneurship. And so, if you want to build a brand, if you want to get your research and work out there and impact a critical mass of people and get financially independent off of your brand, you need to go on an entrepreneurial journey. And these four steps are going to tell you what you need to do in order, because a lot of you, and I did it as well. It took me a while to get here. And now I see that I was consuming content on YouTube and consuming content online, and I was going and executing the things that people were sharing in their videos, but I wasn't seeing the results I wanted to see because I wasn't doing things in the right order. So let's talk about what that order should look like for you. And you can see where you are in these stages and where you maybe need to step back and fine tune some things before you move on to the next step. And I teach these things in the order in which I'm going to teach them here on the video in the Power Your Research program. So the first stage is your actual brand. Some of you are out there in the world, but you don't understand your story. You don't understand how to communicate your story. And if you can't communicate your story and your origin point of your brand, then you cannot enroll people in your vision so that they'll want to hire you, so they'll want to spend money on you, so that they'll want to share your content with their friends. And so the first stage is actually understanding your brand. Who are you? What's your brand archetype? What's your brand adjectives? What's your brand statement? What is the story that's going to enroll people in your vision so that you can create that community? If you don't clearly know the answers to those questions, then you have jumped ahead in the stages, and it's the reason why you're not getting the results that you want. So after you understand who you are in the marketplace, what you're presenting as, who you're showing up as, the second thing is the marketing. And so marketing is not just spending a few bucks on Facebook ads to get people to buy your digital download or your course, or pay you to do a speaking engagement. Marketing is very complex, but you can think about it in terms of the 4 Ps. So anybody that's taken a basic marketing class will remember the sort of the 4 Ps. It's price, it's placement, it's promotion, it's product. You should have the answer to all of those things. Essentially, what are you selling? Who are you selling it to? How are you selling it? Through what channel? And does the price match the affirmation things? You can't sell something for too low. You can't sell something for too high. The things that you're selling, whether it's a speaking engagement, a digital course, your coaching program, consulting, it has to match the target audience. Otherwise, not even the branding matters, right? It's like you can't sell ice to an igloo. I worked with a client who wanted to sell her thing to college students. Well, guess what? College students don't have any money. So you can't sell a $1,000 thing to a college student, right? So it's not a product market fit. So if you get that clear, then you're ready to move on to step 3. Now, for my average academic, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with speaking engagements and the consulting gigs I want, and the way I want to increase my prices? Well, it has everything to do with it, Because if you're not communicating a story that people can connect to, and then attracting the type of opportunities that you want so that you can increase your price, so that the right people will want to pay you for a speaking engagement, then you're not going to get those consistent speaking engagement opportunities. And more importantly, you're not going to be able to increase your price. The third stage is selling. Selling. Okay. Through what channel? So you've heard me talk about before, you need to sell one thing to one person through one channel. You can't sell something to many people unless you can sell something to one person. Who's your target market? Can you sell them this thing? This answers their question. Do they even want to buy it? Do they even need it? Are you giving them a good value proposition? So when we talk about selling, the question that you should be able to answer is, what is the sales funnel? What is the sales funnel? Okay. And if you want more clarity on sales funnels, I've posted numerous videos about sales funnels. Go back through some of my live videos and posts and take a look at those, or just go to my YouTube channel. We talk a lot about it over there. And then the fourth stage is scaling. So I talk about brand equity. Brand equity, so that your brand is worth more than the transactional things you're being paid for. Okay. If you show up to a speaking engagement, you want to be paid. That is transactional. But you want that speaking engagement to be worth more than just the $3,500 that you charged. And that is what we mean by equity in the brand, right? It's like a company. If a brand's revenue is 100,000 a year, the valuation of that company could be $1 million, right? Because there's equity there. And so go ahead and assess where you are on your journey in increasing your visibility, authority, and income, and start thinking about your research, your work, yourself. You are the brand in terms of these four stages. All right. If you're new here, I hope that helped. Again, my name is Dr. Sheena Howard. I'm the founder of Power Your Research. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below, and you have an amazing day.